Hey, what's up? I'm Beth and this is Star Makeup. Today I am going to play around with the Juvia's Place La Mariposa palette. Unfortunately, the look that you are seeing me in right now is not the look that I created with this palette. I somehow forgot to film an intro, so this is my intro. So if you haven't seen it, this is what the palette looks like. And I actually ended up using all of the shades in this palette. I really loved the look that I came up with. So if you would like to see what my first impressions of this palette are and the look that I created, then just keep watching. Okay, so as I'm sure you saw from the intro, we are going to play with the Juvia's Place Mariposa palette. I'm very excited about this. I think I've figured out a way to use every shade in here, which it's only 6. It's not like it's that hard, but I felt accomplished. So I'm going to start off with the Milani Contour Crease Brush, and I'm going to go into the yellow. And I'm going to start off with that in the inner portion of my crease. I'm trying the Natasha Denona eye base again today, because I've used Juvia's Place shadows quite a bit. So, like Colourpop, I'm pretty familiar with how they perform. So, I figured that would be a good way of testing it again. I have played with it off camera a few times with other shadows, and I don't know, I really just haven't liked it, which really surprises me, you know, because I've liked a whole bunch of other eye primers that Annette has used, you know, and said that she enjoyed, so I figured I would like this one too, but I don't know, so far I just haven't. I'm going to grab my LaRousse Tapered Blending Brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over the edge of this with no product on it. It's a clean brush. I feel like I seem dark in my mirror. I hope I'm not. Okay, so got the edge of that blended out. I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit more, just to re-intensify, like basically right where I'm gonna end up cutting my crease at. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up a BH brush. This is from the Lavender Luxe set. It's the number 6 brush. And I'm gonna go into that kind of like orangey corally shade. And then I'm just going to put that in the whole outer portion of my crease. And if anything like on my eyes or my face looks kind of weird, it's because I actually already filmed once today. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff pre-filmed because next Monday I will be getting my dentures. So I'm assuming that for a couple of days I'm gonna be talking all weird and trying to get used to them. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I possibly can so that I can take a few days off to kind of get used to talking again. So I just went back with that clean brush just to kind of blend that out a little bit. And I think I'm gonna stick with this brush and go into that brown shade. And then I'm gonna put that just right in the outer portion of my crease and my lid, just to kind of deepen the outer corner up a bit. I'm gonna take that brush that had been a clean brush and I'm gonna dip into that corally shade just a little bit and just kind of go back around that brown to make sure that those two blend together well. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy with how this looks. Alright, nice. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this Lorella brush. The numbers have rubbed off on it, so it's just kind of like a smudger brush. And I'm just going to go into that corally shade. And I'm going to run that all the way across my lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna go with that crease brush that I used with the yellow. And I'm just gonna kind of run that right across, just to kind of make sure that we don't have like a super harsh line. And I think I'm actually going to put just a little bit more of that brown in the outer corner here. I don't know why, but I feel like I lost a little bit of that intensity somehow. So, of course, I'm going to use my glitter primer and I'm gonna cut out my crease. Oh, I think I have a brush here that I can do that with. My Colourpop E3 is dirty from the last look that I did. So this is the Flat Shader Eyeshadow ES5 from Profusion. And I think this should work pretty similarly to that Colourpop brush. I actually bought another Colourpop E3. So as soon as that gets here, I will have a second one. And I just got glitter primer in my lashes. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. This does. It definitely works exactly the same as the Colourpop one does. That's awesome. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up the pink shimmer and I'm going to pack that onto the outer portion of my lid. And I didn't do that very precisely. I will do that more precise in a minute, but I don't want this primer to dry down. Then I'm gonna put the blue in the inner portion. And I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between those two colors. One, because I need to finish putting the pink down. But I also want to go over top of the blue with the pink. And I'm gonna do that a few times because I'm actually trying to make them turn purple in the middle. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back with the pink just a little bit. And bring it towards the outer corner just a little bit more. And then I'm going to go back with that brush that I used with the brown, no additional product. And just kind of make transition between the two of them just a little bit smoother. Alright, and then I'm going to use this tiny little pencil brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. I couldn't tell you what the number is though because it has worn off a long time ago. And I'm going to pick up that pressed glitter and I'm going to put that in like, I'm gonna put that in like the tear duct area. And spread it down so that it connects with that lower lash line. And I've never used the Juvia's Place pressed glitters before. Sorry about all the noise. But I have swatched them and they definitely have like a good amount of adhesive in them already. So that's why I'm not using like a glitter primer to do this part, because I knew that they would stick pretty easily without it. So I just want to kind of fade that into that blue a little bit. Kind of like that. Okay, so, I don't know that this is like my favorite look that I've ever done, but I really wanted to use all of the colors in the palette and, you know, see what I could come up with, and this is what I came up with. Okay, so I'm going to hop off camera, recreate this on the other eye, do lashes, liner, mascara, throw a lip on, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is the completed look, and I did not think that I was going to like how this turned out. I was really worried about it, but I actually love this so much. This is really my first time using a pressed glitter, and I think I'm obsessed now. I mean, I love how this looks so much. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, so let's see. What all did I use? I used the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Prance in my waterline. I used, I think they're Kiss lashes in the style Brasserie. I used the Rimmel Lasting Finish Blah Blah lip liner in the shade Natural. Not exactly my favorite, but it was here on my desk, and it worked because I used the Colourpop lippy stick in the shade Cookie, which I have wanted for so long, and it was never in stock on Colourpop's website. And I finally saw that it was on Ulta, so I grabbed it, and I'm very glad that I did. I really, really love this color. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just a neutral, but I really like it. And I think that's it. Oh, and of course I use my L'Oreal Telescopic on my lower lashes. But yeah, I think that is everything. So, I think this palette is great. I really love the choices. I didn't think that I was going to, like I said. I mean, that's the thing, is when I saw the palette, I wished that the blue and the pink had been matte shades instead of the shimmers, because I was like, no matter what you do, you kind of have to do like a neutral crease. But that coral shade is so much more than what I thought it was. I thought it was just gonna be like an orange, and it's not. It's so much more than just like an orange. I actually really, really like it. I love the way the pressed glitter looks over top of that blue, because it kind of turned it this cool, like kind of like aqua teal shade, and then you've got the blue, and then the purple, and then the pink. I don't know, I really, really love how this turned out. So yeah, this palette was like a very happy surprise. I just got it because I love Juvia's Place so much, and I want all of their palettes, so, you know, I decided to grab it because I was ordering other things too, and I'm very, very glad that I did. All of these shadows performed really, really well, and I actually like the way that they performed on top of the Natasha Denona base, and they're pretty much the first shadows that I've liked on top of that. So that's cool to have figured out. Definitely use the Natasha Denona base when I'm doing Juvia's Place shadows. Yeah, so I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. If you do, ring the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. You can hop over to Instagram and follow me over there for a bunch of different content. Everything will be listed in the description box down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.